Good morning to you. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It's still quite early. It's only 10:30 in the morning, but still, I hope you're going to have a good day today. So my name is Judy Menlove, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada. Okay, so I'm going to just wait a couple seconds, see if anybody pops on, and see if I can get this to show up on my iPad so I can read any comments. So just bear with me a minute. Maybe two, actually. Maybe two today. No, that looks good there. Whoop, got to turn the volume down. Any comments? Okay. All right, I think we're ready to go. All right, so just a couple of announcements, just a couple of reminders, actually. If you have any bonus day coupons that you got last month, so you were earning $6 for every $60, I think, that you placed an order, so you would have got a coupon. So just a reminder that you must use those coupons up by the end of the month, okay? So if you don't use them, you will lose them, okay? So come the end of February, if you haven't used them, on March 1st, it'll be too late, and there's nothing anybody can do, okay? So make sure if you have them that you use them. All right, and just a reminder about our joining offer. So for the month of February, from now until March 2nd, if you join Stampin' Up!, you will get $165 worth of your choice of product for only $135. So if your list is getting rather lengthy, you may want to consider that. Plus, until March 2nd, Stampin' Up! Will include their new Stampin' Positioner. And when I turn the camera down, I will show that to you, okay? So again, $165 worth of product, which if you were to order it separately, would be well over $200. But if you decide to join Stampin' Up!, you can get it for $135, and there's no tax and no shipping, at least in Ontario, okay? Yeah, and then you'll also get the Stampin' Positioner. Okay, let me turn the camera down, and we'll kind of get started. Okay. Some days are better than others, right? Yep, still got a big mess over there. One of these days I'm going to get around and clean it up. I'm just not sure when that's going to happen. But, however. All right. Okay, so this is a Stampin' Positioner. So, basically, let me just take this little stamp off of this block. Okay, so let's just pretend that there was a piece of paper there and you wanted to position this right there on the paper, okay? So you would just put that down, pick that up. It might not pick up because it's stuck to the other piece. There we go, okay? And then you would turn that over, ink it up, all right? And put this back, press down, and let's just say, oh, you know what? I missed that little spot right there. I didn't get enough ink on it when I pressed down. So you re-ink it and put it back, and it'll go in exactly the same spot, and we'll re-ink that spot that you missed, okay? And if you just have a little piece, even for this would work, okay? So you just put that, move that over a little bit. And your magnets are to hold your paper in place, okay? So let's move that over there a little bit. All right, so you push that down and pick it up. Same thing, ink it up and put it back, press down. Now this one is also great if you want to do, you know, you want it there and then you want to move it down a bit. And press down again, or you'd have to ink it up, ink up, move down again another row, press down, take it off, ink up, and then move down another row. So if you wanted, you know, something that was going to be lines type of thing. So anyways, that is the Stampin' Positioner, available right now only to new demonstrators. Okay, so only people who are joining right now can get this. No one else can have it for now. Hopefully, at some point, Stampin' Up! Will make it available to everyone, but currently it's only available to new people that are joining. Okay. All right. So, yeah, yesterday, I guess it was, I came down to my craft cave and thought, I guess I better make a card for Thursday, whatever day it is. And anyways, I thought, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? So then I saw this stamp set. I thought, I've had this for months and I've never used it. So I thought, okay, well, what can I do with this? And couldn't come up with anything, just stared at it for a while. And I thought, you know what? I can make some note cards and put each one on a different note card. So that's what I decided to do. So that's what I will show you today. So these are the note cards. You get note cards and envelopes. The number is 159232, and they're $13.75 for 20. So 20 cards, 20 envelopes, and your card is 5 by 3.5. So again, it's not that small, 5 by 3.5. Let's take one out. It's already scored, so you don't even have to do that. And just fold it over. See, so it's still a fair size. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to need a few of these because I'm going to do 4. 2, 3, 4. I might even do 5. We'll see how I feel. Okay. All right. So then I thought, well, what else can I do? Because I just can't stamp happy birthday on there or thank you or something. So then I pulled the Nature's Symphony. And I thought, you know what? I just put these little branches on. Doesn't have to be anything exciting, just a quick little note card. So that's what I'm going to show you today, what I did. All right. So let's get started. I'm going to bring my mat in because, I can't function without my silicone mat. If anybody asks me what is the one tool that I cannot live without, it's this one. My silicone mat, I use it all the time. And it's great. You can get glue on this. You just wipe it off. You can wash it. It's, if you're using a hot glue gun, you can rest it on here. I mean, this thing is just indestructible in my opinion. Okay. Enough about that, right? Okay. So here's my little note card. Let's do another one here. Fold that over. I'm just going to take my bone folder, give it a nice crease here. All right, so I have a piece of, what am I using here? I want to say summer sausage. I don't know where I got that from. Summer Splash. Yeah, this is one of our colors that will be gone soon. Oh, yeah, so we're going to be getting new in colors in May when the new catalog comes out, the new annual catalog, and this color will be retiring. So, okay, so Summer Splash. So this is 4.5 by 3, and I've cut a piece of white that I'm just going to put on top here, and that's 4.25 by 2 3/4. So let me just move that over there, and I'll just put that there, and put that one there. Okay. All right, so let's start with some stamping. So we're going to stamp everything in Summer Splash. And we'll start with Happy Birthday, because that's pretty simple, right? I'm going to ink that up. Actually, I think I'm going to actually ink it this way. There we go. All right, let's see. And I'm going to put this dead smack in the middle. As close as I can do anyways. Ta-da! Oh, it's so pretty. All right. Then, I have a piece of scrap paper somewhere that I was using, and now, of course, I don't know where it is. But that's okay, because I have lots of scrap. Oh, wait. No. Okay. Doesn't matter. I got lots of scrap paper. Okay. So, and then I'm going to take these little leaves, again, that are from Nature's Symphony. Okay. And I'm just going to ink this up. And just going to kind of put it over here. like that. See, isn't that pretty? And I'll put one over here. I don't really want to get the stem in there. Whoops. Okay. All right. So that is that one. Maybe I'll stamp them all first, and then we'll put them together. All right. So next we have thank and a you. Thank you. So we'll just ink this one up. And I'm not really sure where this is going to go, but we'll put it here for now. Thank. And the U, that's Y-O-U. I'll put that over to the end here. There we go. Thank you. And we'll do the little branch again. And I think I'll put him over this side this time. Okay, let's see. Maybe we'll go this way, like that. Maybe this should have been moved down a little bit, but I think it's okay. I'll put that on that side. There we go. All right, and then we will do thinking of you. Make that one up. Looks good. And thinking. Okay, that should have probably been down a little bit more too, but all right. So need a little baby wipe to wipe that off because I don't want it all over me, and I want to put the of and you on the same block. Thinking it might be a little bit easier to line up. So I'm just going to try and line it up on my silicone mat here. Here's the of and the you. Sticks to my fingers. Let's try that, see if it works. I need a bigger block. A bigger block. Well, let's just go with the big block. There we go. And my scrap piece of paper. I want to stamp this and see how it looks before I do it on my card. Okay, well, it's a little, I think I want the of to be a little bit closer. So let's just move that over a little bit. Have a look at that. Let's try it again. Yeah, it's a little better. It's just over just a smidge more, but that's okay. All right, so thinking, we'll ink this up. Of you. There we go. And again, I'll bring back my scrap. And we'll put some more leaves on. Good morning, Jean. How are you? And I think we'll just go over here again. Stamp the leaves on. I said this one could have come down a little bit, but that's okay. And you could put more on here, more leaves if you wanted, but I don't really want to overdo it. All right, what have I got left? Oh, love. We'll ink the love. And there is a 2 on there, T-O, so you could put love to you. No, I'm just going to put love you. Okay, so love. And I have to pull my off back off. My of back off. And stamp up the U. Love you. Just in time for Valentine's Day, see? And some more of these. And again, I think I'll put it on this side here because there's already something closer to the edge on that one. Like that. and one over on this side. There we go. I got part of the stem, but that's okay. And you know what? I'm going to do one more happy birthday. Just because I find you always need a happy birthday. So we'll do that one. There we go. And more leaves, more leaves. Let's put them there. So see how quick these come together? There we go. All right. Let's close this up for a minute. I should have actually just done one of these so I wouldn't have to do them all. I might not even do them all because let's get this out of the way for now. Okay. All right, I need some glue. You can use glue or adhesive, whichever you prefer. I'm going to use glue because that's what I prefer. Okay, and I'm just going to put this on a piece of the green cardstock, the Summer Splash. Okay, and then I'm just going to put it on here. So we'll glue this one down. And I've left a pretty big border, but I wanted to do that, so that little piece of cardstock there. There we go. See, I just think these are just so pretty, and you can give them to someone as a little gift. I'm going to try and make a little box to put them in. I'm pretty sure I'm going to muck it up, but you know what? I'm going to give it a shot, guys. So let me just see if I can put some of these together for you. All right, we'll do Love You. Now, I do have some gemstones that I'm going to put on, but they are discontinued. There is one available for the in colors, but I don't have any. I have the ones I have. The ones I have, of course, are discontinued, but you can still get something similar in the Summer Splash color and all the other colors that will be retiring at the end of April. All right, and there's that one. Okay, so where are my gemstones? Okay, so the gemstones I have are the 2426 in color resin dots. So these are all, like I said, the in colors. Now you don't have to add these on if you don't want to. So I think I'll just take a little one. Come here. And we'll put a little one there. And then I'll take a big one and put it over here. And then I'll take another big one and put it down there. Okay, so it's an extra little something. And this is all very monochrome, obviously. I've done everything in one color plus the white. Okay, and then the happy birthday. Ooh, let's see, we'll put a little one there. I don't have enough little ones. Otherwise, I'd probably do two little ones and one big one, but I don't have enough. So now I'm just going to put that one over here. No, not there. There we go. Move them over there. All right, so, all right, you know what? I'm not going to do all of these because you get the gist, right? You see what they're going to look like. And so I will try and do the box. Okay, bear with me, guys, because, you know, I'm not that, I've been making a lot of boxes, but they've all been different sizes, so you can use your trimmer, or you can use whatever this is called. Oh, I can't think of what it's called. Simply Scored, okay? I'm just going to use the trimmer today. because I'm only doing one box. If I was doing a bunch, I might use the scoreboard. Okay, I'm just looking for a piece of paper. I guess I didn't take one out. Okay, so Summer Splash. All right, so you're going to use 8.5 by 11. And I have my directions here somewhere. So let's see. This is a paper Pixie box. Julie, I forget her last name. Anyways, she's called the Paper Pixie. She does wonderful little boxes and a whole bunch of cute little favors per se. So I'll try and put a link so that you can actually see. She will also give much better instructions than I will. Okay, so we're going to start with an 8.5 by 11 cardstock. On the short side here, which is the 8.5, we're going to score at 5/8. Okay, which is 2 lines past the half a mark. Okay, let me get that cutting blade out of the way. Okay, so we're going to score here. Then we're going to score at 1 5/8. Okay, score there. Then we're going to open up our arm like that. And we're going to score at 6 7/8. So we'll move that way over here. And 7/8 is 2 lines before the 7-inch mark. Okay, so that's 6 7/8. And then we're going to score at 7 7/8. Okay, then on the long side, we're going to score, move my glue out of the way, at 2 5/8. So again, 2 lines past the half an inch mark. So 2 5/8, 3 5/8. So there's 4/8 right there. Half an inch is 4/8 and 2 lines past that. Okay. So that's 3 5/8, 7 3/8. So 1, 2, 3. And 8 3/8. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, this map. So at the 6 3/4 inch line, which is there, you need to put a little pencil mark. So right there. Okay. And right there. And also on the 10-inch mark, I'll go over there to the 10-inch mark. I'm going to put another little, well, it says to score down to the first line. So we'll score down to the first line. And I'm not sure if I have to do it on the other side or not. I would think I would. So I don't know. We'll see. I told you I'm probably going to muck it up because I've only done one. So we'll see. All right. I know you're not going to be able to see any of these score lines. I'm going to move that out of the way. So anyways, we're going to fold on all the score lines and burnish. And one here. One here, and then we'll do these ones. Now the one that I did yesterday for my practice, I actually did an Azure afternoon, but I didn't score it deep enough. So, and the paper is a little bit thicker, so it kind of got scrunched in a few spots. So when you do score your cardstock, make sure that you score it deep enough that you can fold it. Okay, so here is the Paper Pixies template. So this is kind of what I'm going to follow. So basically we cut the corner there. Anything with an X on it, we cut off. Okay. And these ones we miter. All right. So let's try this and see if it works. Okay. Scissors. Okay. First, I'm just going to go cut these lines here. So we're going to cut all the way up there and all the way up there. Yeah, we'll cut those there. And these ones here. Okay. All right, so now this was to the first score line. So what we're going to do is cut, there's my score line. I'm sure you probably can't see it. Right here. Okay, so we're going to cut from there up to there. Okay. And I'm going to actually turn the paper over because it's easier to cut this way. And we're going to cut to that score line. Okay. And then this is all going to get cut off. So let's just cut this off. There we go. And then we'll do the same thing on the side. So there's trying to get us to show up. Okay, anyways, it's right here. So we're going to go down from this corner down to the score line. And then we're going to cut all this off. And actually, we're going to keep going to there. Okay, now we'll cut these lines here. And that one. Okay, so I can cut this piece off here as well. All right, so it's kind of looking like that. And then, right, so we made the little pencil mark. Looks like I only did one side. So we made a little pencil mark here. So we're going to just cut this on an angle to that score line there. Like that. Okay. Oh yeah, I did do it. Here it is here. All right, so there's a little pencil mark, and we'll just score or cut up to that score line like that. All right, it's coming along nicely, I think. And then here, we're just going to cut off all the way up to, cut that one off, and then we're going to cut this one off. Okay, so we're cutting off the whole thing except this middle section right here. All right, and we'll cut this one off. I can't really see the score lines very well, so I'm really kind of guessing. I probably see them better on the other side. And we're going to cut up on this one because we didn't do that yet, and this one. Okay. All right, so just see, you can compare here. I think you can see this looks kind of the same. Got the diagonal cut there, and that one piece there, and that piece and that piece. All right, so now we need to miter these pieces that we cut here. So we're just gonna cut a little bit on an angle and cut up to the score line. Okay, like that, up like that. When you miter these corners like this, it just helps it fit much better. Sometimes sometimes it'll hang over or it just doesn't fit as well. So try to pull all these little pieces out. All right. Okay, now let me see if I can remember how to glue this together. That should be fun. Okay, so I know that goes in like that. And that goes in like that, I think. And that goes in there. Okay. All right, so one step at a time. We're going to put some glue here. And some glue here. And we're going to fold this up. And line that up and then just hold it. Okay, so it's nice and flush. And then we're going to take the other side and do the same thing. Might put just a little bit more glue on that. Okay, so it's going to go up like that. And make it flush. And then we'll just hold it for a few seconds. Okay. All right, so then I did forget a step, but it's not a big deal. So I'm going to do that now. I want to put some magnets on. You can use Velcro instead, but I have two little magnets here. These magnets, I actually got them from Amazon. These are 8 by 1 millimeter, and they are the, oh, I forget what they're called, but anyways, they're the, the little magnets. The ones that are super strong. I just can't think of the name. All right, so I need a glue dot. And I might take a tool pick. So I'm going to pull the glue dot off. And I'm going to put it on one of the magnets. I have two magnets here, actually, stuck together. Okay. Oh, it's really sticking to me. All right, so I'm going to want, this is the top, so I'm going to want it about there. Okay. And then I'm going to take one more glue dot and put it there, that one. And then, well, I've already glued this, so I can't do that, but just going to pull that over, line that up. And it didn't stick because it still didn't stick. Hold on, hold on. Maybe block here. This is why you do this before you start to glue. All right. There we go. I just needed something a little bit solid there. Okay. All right, so they're in position now. All right, now I'm going to take a little pencil mark because the other box I did, I put glue all the way up here. Okay. And you don't want to do that. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. I know I've got lots of shadows. So I put glue all the way up here, and then I had a bunch of glue that I didn't want. So I'm just going to do a little pencil mark right there. So I know that I don't want the glue to go any higher than that. Okay, because when you fold this over, you can see it doesn't go all the way to the top. Okay, all right. So we'll put the glue on here. And I'm going to go below that pencil line. Just a little bit below it. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do this side first. And line that up. And then we'll do this side. Hold that in place. Okay. Then we'll do the outside flaps here. So we'll put the glue here and the glue here. Just want to make sure it kind of like comes all the way to the end, to the edge. Okay. All right, so we'll just pull this piece over. And we'll pull this piece back. Hold that in place. Okay, so this piece is just hanging over just a smidge here. So I'm just going to take my scissors and cut it off. There you go. So if you have anything that's hanging over like that, yeah, just take your scissors and snip it off. Gently. Okay. And finally, we're going to take these two and put them up at the top. So we'll take these two flaps. And we're going to fold them in here. So again, we'll line that up. Oh, sorry, I was off camera. Actually, you know, I'm going to move this up a little bit again. There we go. Okay, so you're going to tuck that one under here and line that up with the lid, with the top half, which I call the lid. Okay, and then you'll just close that down like that. All right, so now just want to decorate it a little bit. Okay, so I have, okay, so I've got a piece of white that I'm going to put on there. Move this stuff out of the way. This is 4 7/8 by 2 1/4. Okay. And then I have a piece of green, the Summer Splash, and that's 4 3/4 by 2 1/8. And another piece of white, that's 4 5/8 by 2. So basically it's all 1/8 of an inch smaller. Okay. That out of the way, bring my mat back in. Well, actually, I really don't need the mat, but I do need my scrap. All right, so I'm going to use this big, I don't know, I just call it a leaf, this big leaf thing here from the Nature Symphony, okay? And I'm going to ink that up in the Summer Splash. And I'm just going to actually kind of just do the top half. Don't really need the bottom half. And we're just gonna have to do 2 halves. So put that one there like that. Pretty, pretty. And ink this one up again. And let's see what we'll do over here. Kind of angle it a bit like that. There we go. Done, done, done. Okay. All right. Oh, let me close this up before I get ink everywhere. Okay, so we're going to glue the piece that we just stamped on. Yeah, I need my mat. I like my mat too because I love this this mat, but I find when I try and glue, my paper slides everywhere, which is why I like the silicone mat. Another reason. Another reason why I love my silicone mat. Okay, and then we're just going to glue this on to the white. That's a big blob there. Don't want any blobs of glue because sometimes you can still see them. And a little bit of white. And then we're going to just adhere it to the box. To the box. All right. Just kind of center it on as best you can. That looks pretty good. Oh, maybe a little bit too high. There we go. There. Just folding that down. Just I can give it a nice press this way. There we go. Okay, and then, okay, so we'll just pretend that these cards were done. Okay, and just gonna fold these as well. Oh, just to pretend they're done. Sorry, this is taking so long. Okay, so we'll just pretend they're done. So we've got the 5 cards, and we need some envelopes. And so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now the envelopes, you want to do something with the envelopes too, right? Because these are little note cards that we're going to be giving away, probably to someone. So I'm just going to take this flower again. And we're just going to kind of put it down here. Just a little something. And then I think I'm also going to open up this flap and put one right there as well. Okay. All right, I'm not going to do any more, but that's what I'm going to do on all 5 of them. I'll just do one more and show you again. Okay, so here's the envelope. Ink up this little leaf. Put it in the corner here. And open this flap. And I'll just put that in the middle like that. There you go. Okay. I will finish all this when I say goodbye, okay? Somehow I managed, I've got ink all over me, that's why. So this envelope is a little smudgy, but we'll fix that. Okay, so we're going to take all our cards here. All our cards. I'm just going to throw these in as well. And just so you can see how well they fit. Yeah, I really do have ink everywhere. Okay, let me just put them in the little box like this. There you go, and close it up. There we go. And it's a nice little gift for someone. Okay? So you can probably fit a good 8 cards in here. It will probably take 10 if you don't put any dimensionals on, and not dimensionals, embellishments. Okay. Okay. Well, that's what I have for you today. Now I will show you. I did make my practice one. I made in the Azure Afternoon, and that's kind of what this one looked like. So you can just decide. You can make them in any color. So I do like the blue. I wanted something neutral that you could send to male or female for happy birthday. Okay. All right. That's it, guys. I hope you, if you don't have these note cards, I think they're good value. So I hope you'll think about that and get some. And yeah, it's a great little hostess gift. If you're going to someone's house and you want to take a little something and don't know what to take, that's what you can take. Okay, thanks very much for joining me today, and enjoy the rest of the week. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you back here next Thursday at 10:30. Okay, guys, take care. Bye-bye now.